The market is obviously super topical right now with the volatility that we're seeing in the market. Finally, we're getting some pullbacks, typical pullbacks that we usually have every year or two. We're seeing plenty of those this year. S&P was down on the lows, down about 24%. We've made up about 33% of that number already. So we're already a third of the way back to where we came from the top. That's encouraging. Some good earnings out this week from the likes of Apple and Microsoft, Amazon. That helps. And maybe the idea that we're past peak inflation. Federal Reserve coming out, raising rates another 75 basis points today for the second time in a row. But a little more comments to the facts of maybe we're going to see the tops of the interest rate hike cycle coming somewhat soon, maybe early next year, data dependent. So we don't know that exactly, but the hints of that. We have a lot of conversations, as you could imagine, with our clients, more so when the market's volatile than not. And a great exercise that we like to go through with our clients is we like to ask them some questions to remind them that pullbacks do happen and what happens in a pullback, what happens after a pullback. So we ask our clients this question, number one, first question: how many bear markets has the market had since 1928? We ask them that question. They give us some kind of answer. We tell them the correct answer. It's 26. Then we ask them, how many times has the market recovered from bear markets since 1928? They kind of get the picture at that point. 26 times the market's recovered. Next question is, what do you think the average return is after a 20% plus pullback in the market to the point of that next 20% drawdown? It's actually 113% is the average rate of return that you would get going back in history if you bought at the bottom of one of those 20% plus pullbacks and you rode it to the top prior to the next 20% pullback. Bottom line, it's about time in the market, not timing the market. Corrections happen, but the market does go back up and eventually hits new highs. It has happened every single time. We don't think this time is any different, just based on the amount of time it takes for those corrections to happen. Typically, it's about 7.7 months on a correction that's between 20 and 25%. That's where we're at with this one. We got down to the negative 24%. So remember, it's not about market timing. It's about time in the market. Super important to not make emotional decisions. It will help your return over time a lot.